entertainment is such that it thrives on controversy. I don't want to be that part. I don't want to be on that side of entertainment because I feel like it's annoying. There are some people, you go for interviews with them, you should prepare that when you leave that interview, you are going to see your name in the trends.
Zan Felix.
Wow.
Zan Felix.
Wow. I was going to mention names, you know. So when you're going there, you prepare yourself that as I'm okay, I'll be out there.
I'm sure not the better so crowded.
What's the one celebrity you've blocked or muted on social media and why? Who is one Ghanaian celebrity in the entertainment industry? He or she is overrated, but everybody's afraid to say it. I know you say you have that. Hey. Why are you saying he's overrated?
Because no hear me. Mr. Tisha Aviator last week.
Aviator launched 500K. Hi everyone, hi everybody. You know me already. My name is Nikki Samona's Chips and Chats. Now watch channel. Chats near more. Salvador Beka.
Yeah, man.
We did this. We are gonna have fun this time. Chips and Susu go and the cocoa home. First, no plantain chips and Marco Conco. I say chocolates. Abeka home. And I want to say, Mama Shayan. So don't forget to always bring in your comments. If you want to be on the show, put it down there. We're gonna look through, and one of you will eventually end up on this hot seat. Once again, you're watching Chips and Chats. Chats no a more. Salvador, what's the day?
Charlie, feels good to be back. Shout outs to our viewers and subscribers on YouTube and any other place you're watching our episodes. I think last week the conversation was timely. We saw the feedback as well. So it's great to know that we are having important conversations. And that's why we have a guest in the studio with us today. These days he's a singer. First, I will introduce him now. Kabaka is a rapper, songwriter, but it's a singer, autonomous.
Still I'm not rapper.
Well, you heard the voice, you heard the man, and it's none other than Amerado Burner. Mike Burners. I used to remember of the Mike Burners.
Yeah.
It's a mushia like every year like town hall.
You ever start interview crown se minya call. Manager back on from inter qual easy that shizo. So on a group,
So Qual manages you as an individual talent.
Yeah, he is my personal road manager.
And then you have the Burners.
Burners no Qual can.
Oh wow.
Into EP3 and the management and the Mike Burners and New Nation. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because there's strongman
Yes,
Burners.
someone was there before me.
Oh, so it's actually like a management group.
It's like a house.
Oh, I used to think it was like a rap group, like if you come out from the Burner family and they just say, shit lines, no. Wow.
Expanding.
This is a very beautiful information. Well, Charlie, welcome.
Thank you.
Wow.
Yes.
Charlie, what's going on with you, man?
Right. So we're going to quickly delve into our first issue, which is 1 CD. If any BB D-Levy.
D-Levy.
1 CD D-Levy.
Yeah.
They say they've reduced the fuel. They say they have reduced the fuel prices.
Yeah.
However, on the 1 CD be able to show say you're rolling it out.
Yeah, it says to solve the Dumsor. Yeah, Dumsor
Right.
is boom chajata. So they gotta cool it down. And they need your 1 CD to cool it down. You feel me? Charlie.
So we're going to talk a bit about it. There's been a lot of rants about this topic on social media. Everywhere I face, not makohu 1 CD ewo honum. 1 CD.
Streets where shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are not happy. Like people are vexed.
X is ranting.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's crazy.
X is ranting.
It's
Instagram,
hot.
Facebook, it's hot.
It's hot. It's hot.
I want to find out if you are for or against. It doesn't make sense.
Well, I mean, I think at the end of the day, taxes need to be paid. As a right to living citizen there, living in a country, a democratic government for that matter. Taxes are required to help improve certain sectors of the economy. You understand? They say, oh yeah, I don't know what you are to. Once a member you are to
Salvador. I agree to taxes.
Yeah, man. The reason why if you see men so upset and angry about the introduction of new taxes because they're not only paying just one tax.
Oh right, yes.
You get it.
Yes.
What about you customer?
What about you customer?
You're trading. Someone I'm rap. Why am I dishing? I say a friend double entendre.
Yeah.
It's your 2 or 2.
Okay.
When you 2 back free. chicken legi bula bula. And I'm de 12 back obeying.
Right.
I say a 12 and your back with 2 beer too.
Wow. You see? Do you see?
Do
you see? You see where this is going?
Misha glasses no. Misha glasses no. O say me na e na etwimi na ansa na me yere. My dropping glasses.
A 2 beer said that fufu no.
Wow.
E bo tu.
Amerado nya botre. O de
e wo a 2 way a government dia be ka a 2 back no ho a. And I was almost you 2 back free mu.
Oh.
When they came into power, they said they were going to take out.
We are coming there.
Okay, very well. But on a more serious note, I just think, say, my issue with that particular introduction is the transparency. You know, prior to this new government, you know, they more or less encouraged us that, you know, we shouldn't worry, you know, we got this. You know, even experts were like, look, the way you guys are scrapping these taxes, how are you going to make money? Because you need to generate revenue as a government, right?
I understand.
And they were like, oh, don't worry, we got this. We'll take down the COVID levy, we'll take down the E-Levy, we'll take down all these levels. And then you guys don't have to worry about anything.
And then there's a levy. That's what I'm saying. I feel like it's some kind of clickbait. I feel say clickbait. I mean, I feel say. I mean, pensen. I mean, raw. Yes, Matthias. So I feel that it's some sort of clickbait to counter the reduction of fuel prices.
But the president says... The president didn't say he's not going to, like, he can assure us. Yesterday at the time he was assenting the bill when it was passed, which was the energy levy amendment bill. He said it wasn't going to be...
I understand that, but listen to what I'm saying. Let's just say, let me put it in layman's terms.
Right.
Okay. In Tianka say, chips a 5 CD. Maybe about 3 CD. Maybe 2 CD a free so. In the Quamben soon, it is at 2 CD, no, some bedding. As I bet you,
to cast almost shed Eddie proof of price in the bar form so that they can recompensate.
Yes, and implement this E-Levy, D-Levy, F-Levy, G-Levy.
What are you studying in school?
Politics.
Very good.
Tina make us say,
MP, incoming honorable.
What do you think?
What do you think about it?
One thing people don't understand is if a politician vents for power and then you give it to them, the next thing they think about is not you, the individual.
Wow.
Is how to get power again after the power. And there are a whole lot of things on my INTS as citizens because maybe someone who say, how was the former administration keeping our lights on? How are they doing it?
Okay. All right.
And Mentia said, it's taking Ghanaians by surprise with the levy because they promised us all.
I mean, some argue that where we are right now is as a result of the mismanagement, corruption, perhaps
from the previous
government.
So we hear that all the time.
No, I'm just saying that if you ask about how the previous government were able to keep the power on, maybe it was just one of the ways of, you know, smoke screening their corruption. You know, I mean,
don't you think say you have to take fuel prices so now why do you
say I feel that yes you see I feel that
why do our leaders do that?
Is that how they say it? No husu, you know, a cracker also car no husu to know or yeah idea so husu ma unti yaw. That's how I see it.
You can't know more than the philosopher can. Let's see.
My issue is, why do they do that when we are sleeping? Like, you know, you go to, like, seriously.
No, but Bahama came to explain. I mean, technically, even though they took us by surprise, he also make a side muka kakra.
No, me patch say, I didn't know better. Over sorry, na new levy, ejina open one.
Sounds no oba beda sorry no afinu we ko hu so wonyem.
It will be high, I'm making sure so you avoid it. But if you're just watching right now, just understand that in the next, I think the next pricing window, which will start next month, you're going to be paying 1 CD, not 1%, and that's another angle to the conversation. The opposition says that as for us, our E-Levy, it was a percentage, 1% on all of your electronic transactions. This one is monstrous, because you are paying 1 CD per liter, and I think currently a liter is about 12 CDs. Into
14? Is it 14? 12.
I said,
oh wow! But you said, according to 12.
I think currently it's about the current prices.
So that means 1 CD per. So if you 5 liters,
the work calculate 1.
5 CDs.
5 CDs.
Yes. So more like 8%. Until E-Levy was 1%. This is 8%.
God.
Damn it. The people who are doing the mathematics no, almost in why and come school now where there. This is smaller. It's smaller and it's
Hey,
cheaper.
and now you're a politician. The way you're talking, that's as if saying you agree to this thing.
Oh, and yes, sir. Say,
Would you want to pay 8% more on your fuel?
Incur cost on a benefit.
Right.
What I say, I'm a rational human being.
Yeah.
I did I bought my car.
Yeah.
So I'm not entirely happy about it. But then again, to some me a political science student say, if you want to in India more.
Oma catcher and said they needed to keep the lights on because
if they keep the lights on.
So that reminds me.
If they will keep the lights on, now I think the first no cranny you cross any team. And if they will keep the lights on, in a way, I'm a bit indifferent.
They say Ghanaians don't have a problem with paying taxes so far as it's being used for the right. That how
we would know if it's being used for what they say it is going to be used for. Right, but are you aware saying ECG2 is having a banter with
the minister?
The minister,
yes.
One saying that we 25 million, being about
yes.
there be 100 something million.
You see, and that's
so it still boils down to this same ECG thing, and there's so much hullabaloo and confusion around this ECG thing.
One of the things that really shook me yesterday in the midst of the heat of the conversation was the current minister, Honorable Gina Paul, was on Joy News explaining that the 1%, which originally the finance minister argued that it was going to be the levy to raise certain, revenue target.
Mm-hmm.
He says that the 1%, at the time he came into office, he realized that the tariffs we pay, the utility tariff, the power tariffs we pay, right, we are not paying taxes within our ECG bill. So basically, if you're buying prepaid, you're not paying taxes for that. And that's another reason why they have not been able to generate a particular revenue target.
What?
So this introduction is looking to introduce. So when people say that, it's only for private car owners, I beg to differ because this was going to happen. If we need fuel to run our energy stations, right, and you are going to be paying these taxes on your already, shall I say, draconian.
Yes,
prepaid,
I'm trying to look for
prepaid, figure, prepaid amount. What that means is, if you're running a cold store, right, your cost of production is going to go high. If you are a welder, just think about
anything that has to do
even those of us here using
electricity.
So it's not even just about the fuel prices. It's about, because originally the transport people, they don't want to reduce their transport fares.
Yes, which is also a problem.
And nowadays we have account. It's a one more leeway.
So what about the app that was supposed to be developed for ECG again in order to be able to trace and or keep accounts of all these things? Because according to what I'm seeing here, TV3 post, ECG says it paid 171 million to Hubtel to develop an app.
And how much?
And then reports 171 million Ghana cedis.
And how much did they receive?
Reports suggest Hubtel received 25 million Ghana dollars. $25 million. So who's telling the truth?
This country, you never know who is telling the truth. How do you often feel about current affairs in this country? Really,
bro, sometimes I get tired.
As an artist.
Sometimes I get tired and lose interest because it's like Obiaba the value is the same. Sana yenum be layman na. So we will have knowledge on politics, crown point yet.
Right.
At that height.
Right.
They feel like a buffoonia dinner, akofawaba.
Yeah.
They need better also. Same way I move fool NPP for you. And this in Swaba. Maybe be because so almost went to mama and it does one mono. Omo mama na manifest ya. Almost be kono biaba. Until the ben will be back one biaba sa na ebre. Intino. I am on dwen ho kakra.
As an artist, I often want to find out what goes on in your mind in choosing a side. Obviously, whatever happens in governance and whatever happens in the country and its development would require political will. Sure. And so you see a lot of fans crying out for their favorites to speak up on matters that, really have to do with.
But we are speaking up. And like I'm saying, like we are speaking. I mean,
but for them, there's always been this, what's the word?
I say it's Rubisa.
There's a stigma that as soon as you speak about something, they tag you.
Yeah,
exactly. And so you risk losing your bread. quote unquote. I mean, we saw that with your brother Kim Paluta when he was vividly, doing that, and people were like, "You are finished, you are done," and he won awards after. But I'm just saying that as an artist, how do you
Personally, no,
How do you balance
you
that?
are right. Sometimes there are stuff that we would want to
say
voice out, but
to me,
you can't shake a crowd because there is some fear factor. Be say make what came. What I say, when the makojina baby any say day, you didn't makojina. Inti, we any pana who became be a woman answer na besa chon abo so
I say air fans no.
What I say when emotion will belong to her, belong to her. Inti, sometimes me as an artist, I just lay back and.
No, but you for example, you're not just an artist. You are a hip hop artist, and
they are very vocal.
Hip hop speaks to these matters.
Yes,
So why haven't we heard? I don't know if you have a song that has addressed.
I have. It's yet to be out.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
all
title
right.
is Here We.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So in that vein, have you okay, now that you are saying it's yet to be out, what no, I want to ask him what is withholding him from what is withholding the release?
I think it's my team.
Your team.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. The team.
Okay. I don't have a problem paying the tax. I just feel that it's clickbait, like I'm saying. So I'm just going to round this off. I think it's clickbait that you don't have to condemn something and reintroduce a thing in some way.
Sneaky way.
I'm saying it's clickbait. However, we'll all pay. Me,
Not like it's like where like your girl will come to you and baby, I want this, baby, I want this. It's all how. But then the the most important is what development and one on.
Moving on. Moving on. Moving on, Amerado and Gisela.
Yeah, Amerado and Gisela.
Briefly, we trim kakra.
Charlie, last week,
briefly
on Amarado's new show, she sat with her own co-host or former co-host, and they talked about that
their
podcast.
Previous, yes.
Right, and the conversation was such that they felt like they were not protected by the producers of the show, and they set them up for trolls, and they set them up for mockery, and they set them for attacks.
Don't come and ask me any question when it comes to this production stuff. And but
you see, you have been in that. And you see, the reason why I'm even looking at direction is because entertainment is such that it thrives on controversy. I don't want to be that part. I don't want to be on that side of entertainment because I feel like it's annoying. I don't want to be in that mix with anybody, right? But I feel like we can't help it. Entertainment thrives on controversy, and there are some people who deliberately. I mean, we've seen some of the shows on TV. We've seen some shows on the internet. There are some people you go for interviews with them. You should prepare that when you leave that interview, you are going to see your name in the trends.
Zan Felix.
Wow.
Zan Felix.
Wow. I was going to mention names. Do you know Zan Felix?
Zan Felix.
Have you felt that way before?
Oh, Brazza, they say, bro, penny.
So when you're going there, you prepare yourself that as I'm okay, I'll be out there.
Caption or the better so crowd. Shall sit down, Felix. No,
but how do you feel as a talent though? Because Amerado and Gisela said that listen, we don't sign up for this. But if you look at the show, you notice that is their modus operandi. But from a talent point of view, I mean there are things like that.
It hurts because sometimes you go for an interview. Just recently, Kromaye maybe.
Wow.
Obeka nyansa sembe baby awano ebe pano near the annoying headline, right? And Ghanaians, they don't have time to click on the link to go and read. They'll just attack you under the comment section because of the headline. And meaning say with production, no, say moye to say the don't you guys sit down to edit and then you ask the person say
that's what the director is.
There are people I'll be to my catch on say out. So people like that so me.
Have you had a situation where you had to tell, a producer, like after the interview, like, you know what, I didn't say this thing well.
Yes.
Because that's what Gisela was saying. Like, sometimes or on times where they got the opportunity to watch the video, like, take this part out. By the time they realized it was out there.
That's too bad.
I've had my fair share. And then the main cast.
Nikki, the way you are nodding.
Yeah, that's it's too bad.
Like, what?
Me. Yeah, there will be everywhere.
But don't you guys watch it?
TV shows.
Don't you guys watch it before it comes out?
Most of the time.
Well, yeah, sometimes you don't.
Most of the times we don't. Yes, most of the times we don't.
Do you think it's an issue of trust?
Yes, I was just about to say that because it's not even necessarily trust. It's called code of conduct or code of conduct when it comes to work
Ethics.
Yes. So basically, unless there's something like he said that you really don't want it to be aired, then you specifically say, Charlie, I did and I said what I did here or I don't want it. Then you take it out. You have every right to sue because of a verbal agreement.
I was going to ask that. Yeah,
it was a verbal agreement, and there were witnesses. Both, yes. Like Amerado came with his team, so there are witnesses from his side, and we also have our producers here. So if Amerado does something here or says something here, he doesn't want it on TV, and he verbally says it, we should be able to respect that because he's our guest.
So that means if you go against what he says,
he has every right to sue.
No one can say you're suspect.
Yes, but system na nya kasara system na nya
you know what I think. Talking about the system, I feel like for them they are often tied. Their hands are tied because when they release a new record, they will still need this avenue of distribution and promotion. So on the end of crowd, and I think that's the power that resides in these ones. Like, oh, you there, you can go, you will come back. You know, that kind of thing. So you cannot even control, because the whole idea is to control the narrative.
Yes.
You know, your narrative of and about your brand.
Yes.
Right. So if you feel like, have you ever had to cut perhaps a media house off, an interviewer off because of how they handled?
Yeah, I think one time I had an interview on one radio station and the person was trying to compare me with Sack.
Yeah.
And then I stood up and I went to...
Oh, yes, I remember. Oh, that one, it wasn't an act.
Oh, no.
You were actually serious?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were being dramatic for the headlines.
Oh, no. I mean, young artist, I feel, and I made such a monster hit. But he kept pressing. They say you are better than Sack. They say, next question. I say, no, you answer.
And that's what I was frustrating. He's a guest, so he has every right to do it.
It reminds me of that Breadman video. Breadman on Breakfast Club.
Moving on, I don't have time. And then we couldn't. I don't have time. I don't have time. You know. I don't have time. Me glasses, no. I don't have time. Right, Amerado.
Hi.
I'm coming to you.
Come to
because
you. You are coming to me.
I am. Come to me. So Jay-Zino. I don't want to Jay-Zino, but I prefer Jay-Zino. I mean, say Jay-Zino.
Yeah.
Jay-Zino. When they release some fresh, Liberian superstar. And I'm the ex-manager.
That guy is big over there.
Charlie, big over there.
Was it that big before he had a record, the hit record with Last Minute, or
I think he was in the process.
He was in the process.
Yeah, and now he's taking.
Because I used to know he's an ex-manager. That's what I'm saying. I knew. Jay-Zino didn't even say.
I think he's lived in Ghana for some time.
Yes. Let me say.
Oh, okay. What did you say?
Let me say, pa.
Proximity in a measure. Social distance in a measure.
So why with him? Why not any other artist?
Yeah, I think it was about time. I sent that song to some other artists, but I didn't get their reply, so I had to move on.
As in blue taker now.
Bubodin. Okay, my nicknames.
Uyoi. Can you see? It's just me.
No, I want to be sure if it is another person.
No. You don't have to be sure.
I want to be sure it's another person.
My another nickname.
Jay-Zino made it very easy.
Okay.
And quick. So that's why I used him, and then I wanted to also tap into his market.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So what did you have to settle with him because the other one?
No. He was on my mind when I was recording the song, but I wanted to add another artist. So it was supposed to be 3.
Oh, right.
Okay, so that's why I added the rap verse because that space was just there.
I see. Yeah. I know sometimes it gets difficult getting other talents to come on, but some of your colleagues have said that the reason why they do not often respond to messages or inquiry or perhaps the interest or desire to be on the same record is because they haven't really gotten the oomph to do the record. Sometimes they need to leave the record to marinate. I don't know if that's the same way with actors and actresses. Like when a producer or director sends a script and it's like, okay, you are doing this lead role with this and that and that. Do you need to feel the chemistry before you do it?
Not necessarily. All you need to do is feel the script, feel the song. He will send a sample to.
Yeah, so if you don't feel the song, you let the person know. Bro,
but you yourself, are you guilty of what you're saying?
I'm guilty. Yeah.
Now creative, they do creative.
Yeah, normal.
You have to feel the script.
That is why you have to move on.
Yes.
Yeah, so I have to move on.
Which artists have you done? No, don't mention names, but is there?
all my nicknames.
Okay, give us a name. My madam said give us a nickname. Is there a popular artist we all know that you are pained that you did that too?
Very much Sydney.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I love the song. I sent it to my team. My team were like, I think it will be better off if you guys do one of his hit records, so that it will propel me even higher. And then I told him about it respectfully. Right. The other day I woke up and I saw him on radio saying a whole lot of negative stuff about me.
You actually responded to him?
I responded. I have everything here. I have evidence.
Oh.
Yeah, I sent him a voice note. I think I called him and he said, okay, no problem.
I don't have time. I don't have time. Interest. I don't have time.
Oh yeah. No, I am me who saw sir. Oh. Yeah, but you know, I respect him. We're a legend, isn't he?
But since then, have you seen him since then?
No.
Oh wow.
We've never met. It was a fun chat.
Oh, the change in Castle New. How's it doing over there? How's it doing?
Liberia number one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what?
You know the interesting thing about this record when he released it, because of some of us we live in, spend our time on X. Mm-hmm. I saw some of the conversations and were like, Amerado now. How could you release it? Mm-hmm. They didn't give the song a chance, and the next thing you know, the song was. It was there blowing up, and so I want to find out from you, how did you feel or handle, some, because I saw the way you were even activating. You had a very unconventional way of activating your music. The last time I saw this guy in a Spider-Man costume, I was like, and that was what the hell is going on? He's a rapper.
I wish Carl was on this season. What's
the Spider-Man doing?
One thing they don't get is, am I not Kokwanansi? Is Kokwanansi not Spider-Man?
And
these guys were so. I don't know. They were surprised seeing me wearing that. It had been like 3 months. My idea.
Okay.
It had been 3 months that I've been touring America, and nobody was talking about me down here. So when we landed, that was when I dropped
let me put something there.
And my boys on
that's good strategy. Yeah,
and you don't need to take them whatever they do. They're personal. Because in as much as they might be brutal sometimes, they still give you that kind of audience that you need to know.
And awareness.
Thank you. That's the word. Awareness.
Yeah.
They are the people who make the industry know that you are alive.
So what's the next costume you're going to be wearing then?
Superman. Superman. You're going to check Cabernet Slate.
Amerado, when you're 500K, I'll pay.
But you say?
When you're 500K.
Okay. Oh, no, man. A question is
Uber Aviator.
Bachine.
Are you serious?
And
when you're 500K.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe
because it's not calling him from the.
Oh, Mr. Tisha Aviator last week.
Aviator launched 500K.
Wow.
Mr. Tisha Aviator.
The announcement, yes, 500K. See, I know, but me winning 500K.
Yeah.
It's rolling out there. Yeah. Aviator.
Betway they were cash.
500K. Betway Adaroma.
You were cash. Too much cash.
And so they be on skill.
Looking at Oba Aviator. I said me home video be.
Yeah.
Usi loto edu nanye loto. Nanye loto. Na niki nanye loto. Na Aviator.
But guys, those of you watching, 500K free. Konkoba Aviator.
Without D-Levy.
Without D-Levy. Amerado, come say cardio. How I found the phone request to see. I'm sorry you guys can see him. He's playing right now. Yes, 500K. We're gonna play a game and then ask Amerado some personal questions as usual to see how best he can give us some in toto fillers. We'll be right back with the games. You are still watching Chips and Chats. Chats no more.
Poof.
Olilia Daroma.
Yeah.
Oh no, peko konsa.
Yeah.
Chats no more. Chats no more. So like I said, we're gonna play a game. Now I can open. Unya 500K open.
What you gonna do with it? What you gonna do?
Oh, then maybe Sarado.
No, what you gonna do?
500K.
What you gonna do?
500,000 Ghana cedi cra. 500. It's not 1 million. 500,000 Ghana cedis.
And can it
1 car is like 300,000.
5 billion. Are you the kind that would buy a car first?
No, I'm trying to relate.
Buy a house before a car.
I already have 2 houses.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Car is not, honestly, car is not something I pride myself in. If you've known me, you know, I mean, she don't talk car, posh car. If you can car, automatically be a pay. Ubi some say come there. No one says 3.
Thank you. Mumu se determine now on yen kwanchen ni.
The nyawo 3.
God damn it.
So if I get 500K, if I get 500K, oh no. I want to do my masters.
Okay.
Yes, I want to do my
In
masters.
what? International relations?
Debbie. Okay, let me just say, I want to do my masters in psychology.
Okay.
Psychology, I know, and project management.
Okay.
Yes. And then I'll ring in.
Any reason?
The reason being is I feel like I've been one-sided with my career.
Okay.
So I want to branch in. And when I was in K University, I did TV production. In fact, I did everything my life is. I did TV production.
Oh, right.
And then I ended up in front of the camera as well.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
And I'm technically living the life at the
Yes,
school.
yes.
But I want to do a bit. Just my masters 1 year.
Okay. That's just about 50,000 cities. Oh, yeah, sorry.
I brought you 1 year, maybe $30,000.
Oh.
Tuition plus baby.
$1 $9 from bed to say.
Yeah, bumpire. But I'm person who to say if you're interested in my schooling, please contribute. 500 kid be an me. But in Ghana, I'm remunerated best unity. Because schools, what I say. So I just say, oh, let me chats near more. Chats no, 500 k. I'm not doing for Mike no be one.
Me de be worry.
500 k be worry. Uni how?
Didn't never worry.
Ni nyina.
Ade.
Asa kwaji loan account.
Nyame shra wo baby.
Amen.
Nyame shra wo baby.
Amen.
Right. So we are playing Aviator.
So, man de.
You're gonna play Aviator. Amerado is here. Amerado, the rules of the game are very, very simple. We are two. We want to ask you some personal questions in a kind. Uwinia mefa me oba me wini. Ulusua.
What is hers is hers. What is yours is hers.
But you must set him
Oh no, so befa.
You can but just set him.
Koish. Oh, it's on your kudro.
You should have, yeah. Check.
many-
It's still going 3.
Many riska.
4.
So we cartoons. So now this wow see cartoon I will say do 5. Share. Ejuma ye di any. Edi nim de home. My mistake.
Let me.
Try one, eh?
Yes, so I'm going to ask you.
When you see this. Eh?
What's the one celebrity you've blocked or muted on social media and why?
Wow.
Nikki Samonas.
Oh, boy, I'm
how?
blocking me. Oh, boy.
Ma block you.
How?
God, mommy, my shame, what I say.
Go check here.
This guy, why?
And why?
No one fed do.
This guy.
Huh?
This guy.
Yes, and I'm
Know of this.
from day one I'm starting my career. No one fed do. Onyini da. There be adotia not here. Pacho Nikki.
Boy.
Think of that.
And they mean your problem with hand. Echo. Question via Nikki Samona. Anako lele. Oh, what?
Okay.
It's gone.
Which of your hit songs was the hardest to produce? Which of your hit songs was the hardest to produce?
Kokwana Ceramics.
Really? Why?
Because Famia was coming on.
Oh,
And you know, when I dropped Kokwana initially, people thought it was Famia's song.
yes, because you sounded.
I sounded like Famia. And putting him on the remix, I was very, very scared that it may not live up to the level of the original. You get it? So
Wow.
I was very conscious and I took time on that remix.
Wow.
The mastering, mixing, everything. Yeah. So it's
So was it an issue of insecurity?
no, not with the
or-
artist. I mean,
No, I mean like with you as an as,
yes.
Yeah,
I was very insecure.
because you've had some hit songs.
Oh, why didn't you? But me as again one and I go.
I mean,
You've had some hit songs in the past prior
I
to.
feel never. No, I feel never. We
Ah,
late.
we late
Yeah,
again.
and I feel
Okay, go.
Boy and Kwe.
Wait.
Yeah, Nika, please.
I feel
Okay.
that. Oh, I say late. No. I feel
Ask you the question.
time out. It was time out.
Oh, Salvador.
I don't know. I'm fine. I'm by.
Wait, a train. Okay, every two.
Everything
I
go
was
for
said-
boy,
I
go
was
for
said-
gusto.
It's
I was saying-
Mia.
Yes,
Yeah. Also, I was waiting for next round.
What's the money on?
Your bank will be hard, you know.
2.2.
Go asking the question.
Until now, because it was because you were bringing him on the remix.
Yes,
Right.
bringing him on the remix because they are na a original one, a blue now.
Yeah.
For any hono.
Yeah.
I was a bit scared. Say I'm sure na remix, no.
A bit drowned.
Ababa be kataso, but
Right.
but nyamiadom and also so issue here.
Okay. There's another question I ask you, but I ask you
let him play.
Where you play.
Play. Who is one Ghanaian celebrity in the entertainment industry? He or she is overrated, but everybody's afraid to say it. I know you, so you have that.
Kofi Mole.
Hey.
Trouble.
You're a day. Why?
Kofi Mole.
He's overrated, eh?
Yes.
But no one wants to say it. Why are you saying he's overrated?
Because no hear me.
Okay. Olele, please continue with the next question before the game. I see Kofi Wanya.
Kofi Mole.
Kofi Mole, over to you, please.
Yes, over to you.
Those of you watching,
if you're a
please.
man, over to you.
Hey.
Yes.
Hey.
I'm told there was a particular song you had with an artist.
Mm-hmm.
It blew up and then it got struck down.
Yeah.
What happened?
I think that one I can't explain because it's a management to management issue.
Okay.
But I think it's Abotre with Black Sheriff.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that happened.
Okay.
But I think they resolved everything.
But did it hurt you in any way? Did the numbers?
Of course.
Because it was taken off.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden it was no longer on.
Yeah, but then it came back. It's okay.
Okay.
I think sometimes the right things needs to be done, so it's cool.
In the spirit of streaming and the evolution of tech and music music profits sharing and everything, are you guys still doing split sheets?
Yes, we do.
You still doing split
with
sheets?
the producers.
With the producers.
Yeah.
Okay.
And other featured artists.
Other
as well.
featured artists.
Yeah.
Okay, so BI okay.
But trying.
Fantastic.
Right. My aim is a question to be. My time is
But
he's making money.
Are you making money?
Yes.
It looks like money, can't you see?
Of course, he's making money.
Compared to and he can have time on my back. I can meet him guano. Already.
What's the why?
I said Nicky Fian and you question me.
So he came to order another file. I think I was kidding. Jamming up for delay.
She was the first woman and I'm crash on, but I'm true.
Because now Nibi.
She said across to me that's true. Sure.
Charlie, how is your mother?
She's fine.
He has an amazing mother. He was on an interview at Hits, and the mother called, and it was so cute. Like the mother never saw this coming,
right?
But now I think she's excited.
Amerado, if there's anything you need to say that we haven't asked you about Pacho, Equanda winning.
Yeah, Ghana from Pacho, Mumwami. Ati, mo support to me.
It sounds like a politician.
Me hear me home. Mr. Mwati, we streaming me nyoni na mama why. Me damase. And you want coming near her. God bless every Ghanaian. Thank you.
In all due respects, please, Ghanaians abroad as well. Ghanaians everywhere should talk Chrome Crash support Amerado. So what's here? Everywhere. In fact, so as this show is on YouTube, no. Show no way ya no akwa Amerado no akwa mia. Akwa mia na nyono asono. Mungu mia hono.
Mwami na minya dwuma bia music na Mr.
Does Ghana music pay?
Yes.
Okay.
Right, so you've been watching Chips and Chats. If you're here, don't forget to keep playing Aviator 500K on the bill. Aviator is going strong. I see the number of people that make a lot of people are playing. Yes, see the list. Yes, a lot of people playing. And if you want that 500K from Betway, hit it up on Aviator. So what I say, me Mr. Aviator, me call casino games no. Me spend the boss for any European roulette and social. But mama draw no 500K.
I'll serve a shot.
There be Aviator na Nancy na Mr. but European roulette there Mr. na. Mr. 5 years.
My name is Nikki Samonas.
My name is Olele
Amerado, thank you so much for coming on Chips and Chats.
We'll
see you again in the next episode. Bring in your comments. Don't forget. Thank you very much. Thank you, Betway.
Next week, we have